Hi, I want to take you through the process of creating a survey application, visualizing a bunch of car rental survey data. Take you through that process in the next 5 minutes and show you how easy that is to do in Juicebox. So here's an application that I've started. There's nothing going on here, and I've already uploaded a data file that is about car rental survey results. So we have responses by date. We have a bunch of information about the people who responded and the results the numbers they gave, including the recommendation score. So that's what we're working with in here. And I'm going to show you how to put something together real quick that displays that data and lets you start to explore the results. So we'll jump over into the design tab. And to start with, so we have some settings here where we can look at the theme and the colors. We have a header that I've already added in here. And to get started, we'll start putting in some values to start to get our heads around this data. So the first thing I'll put in here is the recommendation score. I want to look at the average recommendation score overall. And the other thing that I will put in here is the number of respondents. So it's often useful in a survey to just show people kind of how big the survey was. I'm going to call this overall measures. And if I save that, you'll see that we get some results there. The next thing I wanted to put in here as well is to look at the trend of that. So I could look at the trend of recommendation score and respondents over time. So we'll put a trend slice in here. We're going to pick the survey date, and we're going to pick whatever choice is selected in this first chooser that we had. I can select that so that makes it dynamic as someone interacts with this application. So here's my trend. Okay. And in Juicebox, you can lay things out vertically or horizontally within a section. So I can just look at that, and that's going to show either the trend in the recommendation score or in the number of respondents. So the other thing we want to dive into is look at the series of different scores that we have in here. So there are a bunch of different satisfaction scores, and there's some different ways we might want to break that out. So I'm going to use another chooser, but in this case, I'm going to choose which ways I want to break things out. So that we have customer tiers, we have the rental purpose, net promoter score, role. Okay, so that gives us an option to choose from different types of dimensions or breakouts. And then I'm going to add in here a leaderboard. So a leaderboard is going to rank those different things, and I can choose from a bunch of different measures to rank things. So we'll look at the average pickup score, ease of returning. These are a bunch of different helpfulness, speed of services. So if you were really into this survey, you'd understand which measures you wanted to be comparing. But in this case, I just picked a kind of random assortment of those different measures. And that gives us a leaderboard here, which is pretty interesting to be able to look at those different measures of performance by, first we start with customer tier, then we could look at the different rental purpose. We could see, well, the people who came for leisure scored higher on ease of pickup, but a little lower in these other measures. So those are the types of things that you can start to compare and interact with this data. And then if we have just a moment more, I will put in, there were some qualitative responses in here. So let's see, there were some comments that people put in here, and we just see if we can add that in real quick. And that's going to give us a table of respondents so that as I select and filter from above, I can see those values down here below.